For the first time tonight, we are hearing from the father of a fallen soldier. Combat medic Zachary Shanafelt died last week, the result of injuries he received in Afghanistan last year. And 24-hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey is outside the funeral home where a service with full military honors will be held on Friday. Joe?
Yes, they are preparing for that funeral with full military honors here at the Peterson Funeral Home in Rockford. Now, Zachary Shanafelt's family are very private people, not the kind of folks who would usually share their grief with the public. But Patrick Shanafelt says he feels the need to speak out because of what his son stood for.
Some will say that I've sacrificed my son. I did not sacrifice my son. He sacrificed himself, and he did it for each and every one of you.
Word of his son's death came last Wednesday. Zachary died at Walter Reed Army Hospital in Washington. He was injured while serving as a combat medic in Afghanistan in 2011. Patrick Shanafelt won't discuss the circumstances.
I will not talk about how my son died. If you wanted to ask me about how he lived, I'd be more than happy to share that with you.
So he did, describing Zachary as a dreamer, kind, funny, a man who loved everyone for who they are. He was especially dedicated to the children of Afghanistan, asking his parents and others for small toys to hand out to kids in his care packages from home.
Father couldn't have asked for a better son. He really couldn't have.
Patrick Shanafelt says his son didn't like the idea of war. He thought people could work out their differences, but he knew the reality, and he knew he could help.
Zachary felt in his heart the rightness of what he was doing. He knew the need for men like him in places like this.
Zachary was married and the father of a 13-month-old son, Daniel. Patrick Shanafelt says he'll make sure his grandson knows what his father stood for.
The legacy of his dad through his friends, through his uncles, through myself, and through his mother will be something that'll live on and that he will know and he will have to cherish forever.
Details on the time and route of Zachary Shanafelt's return home between the Gerald R. Ford Airport and the Peterson Funeral Home here in Rockford still being worked out. We will let you know as soon as those plans are made public. Live in Rockford, Joe LaFurgey, 24-hour News 8.
Thank you, Joe. If you're touched by this story and want to help, there are some places that you can donate. The family asks you to send donations to the Wounded Warrior Project in Zachary's name. We have the address up there on your screen. We also have it at woodtv.com for you. Or you can give to a memorial fund for Zachary's son, Daniel Shanafelt, at any Fifth Third Bank branch.